everyone, Scott from Edge Specialist Advice Network. I hope you're well. Hey, I'm coming to you from Batu Beach, Canggu, which is in Bali. Batu Beach, Canggu, Echo Beach is up a little bit that way. Seminyak is down the other way, probably a little bit more Noosa feel than Kuta or some of the high vis best style places that you would associate with Bali. However, that's not what I want to talk about today. What I want to talk about today is actually discipline, and I actually want to talk about your discipline as an investor. Because as I'm here this morning on the beach, it's about 6:30, 7:30. There's people out. There's running groups. People out running. People jogging way up the beach. People jogging way down the beach. Some guys, running along, punching the air. He looks like he's not been a goose. He actually looks like he could fight. He looks really trim. And you see other people. All surfing schools are here already. People are out, getting all the experienced surfers are getting in and surfing. Although the tide's not really, probably not as good as it could be to other parts of the day. But and there's people that are learning to surf as well, and you can see the discipline there. But what I want to talk about as investors and our discipline, like what is your discipline as an investor? So what does that mean? So for example, maybe some people's style of investment is maybe they put $500 over every month to crypto. Maybe they have this dollar cost averaging thing going on. Every month $500 goes across from their bank account into their crypto exchange, and it buys certain coins. Maybe it buys Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, whatever. Okay, cool. That is a type of discipline. It means that they're investing in the market, no matter whether it's up or down, dollar cost averaging. The theory of dollar cost averaging is that you can buy, sometimes you buy when it's a little bit up, sometimes you buy when it's a little bit down, but it'll smooth out returns. I think you can probably do a little bit better than dollar cost averaging, but I think dollar cost averaging is for people who just don't have time to really sit and study the market, but they know the sector or the asset class that they want to have investments in. Are you disciplined enough to watch gold and silver price? Is there an entry level point that you've decided? And obviously that's going to change within time. I'm sure your entry point is still $1,500 Australian, but that's probably from 8 years ago. It might have to be a little bit different now. Maybe your entry point is $3,500 Australian. If you see it drop below that price, would you go and buy an ounce of gold? Would you buy half an ounce of gold? Would you buy a few grams of gold? You can do that online as well. What is your discipline? When you have sufficient equity in your property portfolio, and you have, do you go and say, hey, I want to go talk to my broker and see what my borrowing power is? Okay, I've got equity and I've still got some borrowing power. The discipline is that whenever I have that, I get a pre-approval, because I always want to keep accumulating in my real estate assets, because I know I need to do that to keep up with inflation, just to stay level to where my purchasing power really is. I'm probably going to keep adding assets. That's just the way the system is built. Unfortunately, it's going to leave a lot of people behind. Do you have that discipline? Whenever it's time, whenever you have equity in your property, do you go and get a new pre-approval? Do you keep accumulating? Do you know that you need to be on the right side of that trend and the right side of that trade, just to stay level pegged with where you are at the moment? Do you have discipline to see what where your levels are on certain individual stocks, or maybe actual certain market indexes? And if it drops below that, would you be disciplined enough to enter? Or when it gets to a certain level, would you be disciplined enough to sell? Take some profits off the table. Probably the hardest thing to do is actually sell some of your stocks when they've made a good profit. You're like, I think it might go a bit higher. Where's the discipline? Do you have enough discipline to sit on cash and there's a little dip? And it feels like, hey, buy the dip. We've all had that for the last 10 years, and that's due to monetary policy. The Fed has had their Wall Street's back. Do you have enough discipline to hold back some cash, waiting for a proper, not really a dip, a correction or even a crash? Guys, the psychology of discipline is actually really, really hard. All I can say is that, and I don't have amazing discipline. I feel in some things. I feel very fat out here at the moment. I'm telling you, if you come to Bali, guys, make sure you're looking good, because everyone else here looks pretty good. A lot of healthy options, vegan options, cold pressed options, vegan, vegetarian food. Everything's a bit like that. Yoga classes, Pilates classes, everywhere, just everywhere. This is what it is now. So, but that's cool. So it's a bit of a Noosa feel. I need to work on that discipline. I already know that. I feel like my investing discipline is okay. As a financial advisor, my investing discipline for my clients is really strong. You know, it's a little bit different when it's your own money. Sometimes you're prepared to take further risks because you've got to risk it to get the biscuit too. So, anyway, guys, look, I'm really curious. You know, we can all improve our discipline in our investing, but in our personal life as well. I'd love to hear from you some of the things that you feel you do well in discipline as investing, and some of the things you think you could actually improve on. So, all right, well, that's enough from me. Hey, I'm just going to swing around so you guys can see kind of the beach, see what's going on. It is nice here. All right, remember, life is a family sport, guys. Give yours an edge. See ya. Woo!